What are we living for? What is our purpose? Who do we serve? What do we serve? In which ways do we serve? Why do we serve? What is the overall goal of the service? Who massages the masseuses? I got a couple of them that's just like that. As a man, we get thrust into these situations, and we not knowing about some of the situations we get thrusted into. Somebody asked me what I don't like I was on a job interview the other day, and I got asked the question, like, what don't you like? And my answer was surprises. I do not like surprises. I don't like them at all. Whether I deal with them or not is whether I deal with them or not. But the fact is, do I like them? No. What is identity? What is identification? I'm not about to give y'all these definitions. What's your idea of identity? What is your idea of identification? I should have thought about this or had this pulled up and thought through a little differently, but I have been under the weather for the past few days. The last episode I recorded, I definitely was under the weather. I was completely under that monkey funk. But we have to, in life, I want y'all, anybody listening to this, I just need you to know that in life, we're going to have times where we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing all of this for? People might say, all of what? This. Any of this. What are we doing any of this for? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it for the betterment of ourselves? Is it for the betterment of a team? Is it for the future generations? Like, we really got to ask ourselves these questions. Because, man, I'm telling you, if I would have asked myself certain questions earlier on, then I wouldn't have acted in such a bad way a month ago, because it has been a whole month, which has led to how rough my last 30 days have been rough, man. And it's only been rough because of the decision I made exactly 30 days ago. But after a couple of conversations, talking to some people that at times have a clearer mind than I do, like, I was informed that maybe my subconscious was trying to bail out of a situation that my conscious really can't bail out of. You know, in life, we just got to be very careful of all of the decisions we make. All of them, because it just seems like the very small ones come back to have very big consequences later. Let me repeat that. We need to be mindful of our decisions and our actions, because it feels like the very small ones really come back to bite you in a very big way later. And it's something on my spirit, man. It's on my spirit. It's on my heart. I can't get it off. Can't shake it off. I can't do nothing. I can't work it off. I can't do nothing to get it off. It's there, and it's there to stay. So if you guys are listening, don't let anything, and I mean anything, impede you on whatever you got to do. I'm seeing signs of some things that I don't want to bring to the surface because in others' opinion, I do appear selfish at times. But I'm very selfless as well. So a lot of my selfish moments, I always feel like a justified selfish moments. I ain't just wake up and be like, I want to be this kind of way. Like, I ain't wake up with that mentality. I just been through a couple of things in my life that lets me know that, like, things don't make sense as much as they do make sense. I can't talk to y'all about what I'm personally dealing with at this current second because I don't feel like it will benefit anyone. Like, I can't even talk to my significant other about the problem I'm having right now. Because where her mind is, it won't even grasp what I'm going through. Because of where her mind is. And then, if I bring it to her attention, it's going to feel like I'm crying for help. Or it's going to feel like something's up or something's wrong. So, there I go again. As selfish as I may think I'm being, I know there's a large degree of selflessness attached to that. It's no way I'm as selfish as I believe to be for the reasons I know. But my mind is definitely walking me through a path that I'm starting to recognize. They say when you see a black cat, you need some time to yourself. I saw a black cat, I want to say, and 3 of the last times I was on the road, I've seen a black cat run across my car. 3 of the last 4 times I was on the road. No, my bad. I apologize. 2 of the last 4 times I was on the road. I saw a black cat run across my car. I don't believe that shit bad luck. I just don't. I don't believe that is bad luck. But whatever it is, whatever it is, it does have some significance on some level, on some plane somewhere. I just need y'all to know that the world, damn, that really, this y'all can really hear everything on this damn thing. But I just want y'all to know that, like, the world, nobody in the world is gonna care about your problems. So, the only way you could beat that is by making sure you take necessary time to have you time. Doesn't matter who you're hurting in the process. Because a large portion of the reason I believe I even got sick is because I'm stretching myself too thin. And not for myself. Like, this shit I want to vent about, I really can't vent about. You know, they tell you, oh, you gotta humble yourself and be blessed and blah and whatnot and what's. And yes, all of that's true. All of that's fact. I'm not going to deny what's true and what's the fact. But when you notice you lost your way, that's when things start like piecing together differently for you. Once you notice you've lost your way completely. And sometimes you don't know that you lost your way completely until you're all the way there. I want to give off this idea that I could give y'all nothing but good vibes and positive energy and all this. But I cannot lie to you guys either. Like, because lying to you guys doesn't do anything protect. It doesn't do anything. It don't protect your feelings. It don't protect my feelings. Like, lying is just like, it's like that little fake Band-Aid. It ain't a real Band-Aid, so you might still run the risk of infection underneath that lie. Like, it's a crazy game we live in. That's all I got for right now. I'm going to start shortening these episodes until I figure out what I'm going to do with the next phase of this company. Not my podcast. My podcast until I don't take a breath no more. Ha ha ha, it's mine. Spricker, it's mine. It belongs to me. It don't belong to y'all. But you know, I don't know what kind of hurdles may come about in the future. So I just want to thank y'all for just being so supportive, riding with me. Like, I'm 3,500 downloads plus, or 3,500 listens plus. I'm very humbled, overwhelmed, whatever you could say, think, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Very appreciative, honored, you know. And I enjoy the fact that so many people have even choose to invest any kind of time in me. Ain't none of y'all gotta listen to this. I've seen my YouTube stats. My YouTube stats don't reflect what's going on here. I don't know my Apple stats. I don't know my Spotify stats. I don't know the other, because there's a bunch of others, and I'm sorry, it's a bunch of them. I don't know where this is going. I know it go a bunch of places. But just for big dog's sake, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, right? I don't know what my stats are there. I'm sorry. Spotify, Apple, I don't know my stats. YouTube, I do know my stats. My stats aren't enough on YouTube to show what's going on in the algorithms of my stats. So, you know, just let that be, I guess, a quote-unquote lesson, I guess. But anywho, thank you all for tuning in. Y'all had to hear me vent about that y'all had to hear me vent about, because I know somebody needs to hear this. Hey, I'm 36 years old, y'all. 36. I do not have my shit together. It doesn't change my will to live anymore. It doesn't change my outlook on life anymore. It doesn't change how positive or negative I can be about my future. All right? I'm still here. I feel like I'm healthy for the most part. And that means I got a chance. That's what that means. I say that to say to you guys, it might be some of y'all in y'all 20s. It might be some of y'all in y'all 50s, 40s, 60s, teens, whatever. If you're able to take a breath and you know who you are, you have a shot at greatness. Don't ever let nobody tell you you don't. But in life, we will start questioning our identity. So when you have questions for who you are and your identity and whatnot, this isn't the place you come to. Whenever you guys get a chance, and I know they don't need more publicity, you type in Abraham Hicks. Abraham. I ain't got time to be trying to spell Abraham. Last name Hicks. Hicks. And when you type that in, you're going to see a lot of maybe animations for the most part. And I want you to just click on the first one. Abraham Hicks is a large part of the reason why this podcast exists. I don't know her from a can of paint, but she is a large part of the reason why this exists. Because there's a way to understand what's going on in your value, and that the universe is definitely all connected. I can't tell you what exactly is up. I could just shoot you a reference. That's a reference. In the future, I will be using excerpts from Abraham Hicks directly. So while I fight these battles off air, and while I'm taking my little breaks, I need y'all, look up Abraham Hicks. Just look it up. Just look it up, man. It'll change your vibration. And that's all I'm here to do, is to help y'all change your vibration. This has been another lovely episode of It's Okay Not to Be Okay. Okay. Don't sue me, Drake. I'm out of here.